Welcome. Thanks for tuning in to the Clark Network. Please like, share, and subscribe. In this video, I wanted to recap Team USA's win versus Italy. It was a good game overall. We had Clea Copper leading with 15 points, Caitlin Clark with 12 and 5 assists, Paige Burkett with 12, Chelsea Gray with 11 and 8 assists, Jackie Young with 11. And overall, I think this was a solid game by Team USA. The starters for tonight, because that was a big topic of conversation, was Jackie Young, Ryan Howard, Derek Hamby, Chelsea Gray, and Kalia Copper. Of course, the obvious in this was no Caitlin Clark. But to start the game, it was a slow start for Team USA. I would say they had a little rocky start on offense. They couldn't get a couple buckets going early and inserted Caitlin Clark with about a little under 7 minutes into 6 minutes into the game, and she turned the game around. She brought a spark, had the team going faster, and things looked a lot better. They closed the quarter out, winning 28-11. After that, in the second, things got a little more intense and pretty close for Team USA. They won that quarter barely, 22-19. Following up in the third, it's a little similar performance. It was intense, but Team USA still had a solid lead. They took that quarter 19-15 as well. And in the end, they kind of went back to Clark a little more, and they won that quarter 24-14. Overall, winning 93-59. I know the score says 93-59, but the game was intense, and it kind of seemed like Team USA, they had a good gap, but they couldn't blow them out or dominate them. I would say Italy put up a good fight. They definitely showed some flaws with Team USA, that better teams are gonna get to, and I think that I don't say the gap is closed like with the men, but it's getting there, and I think that the women's game needs to adapt, and I don't know if they're going to accept it, but I think that they need to accept Clark's style of basketball that she's trying to lead, playing faster, and I'm not sure. Maybe that's not why they haven't put her in the starting lineup because everyone's not adjusted to that yet. But I mean, the team looked completely different from game one and through a couple stretches of this game when she's on the court. It seemed like the energy's up. The game looks more exciting, and I know that's not what a lot of the old guard wants to hear, but it's the truth. And yeah, I just slowly think that the women are starting to catch on and get better. And the first sign of that to me was the gold medal game where Team USA barely won that game. I think it was like a foot on the line or something like that. That they out of that game with the gold. So I mean, the world's coming, and if you see some of the prospects coming out of France, some of them girls are dunking. So I definitely, not that American players can do it too, but I think I'm seeing them do it more casually than over here. But that's all I'm pretty much saying. But I still think USA is the most dominant, and I still think they're gonna win. But I just think maybe it was just a slow start and they need to lock in sooner. But overall, I do think it was a good game. The ball movement was really good. It seems like Clark and Gray are the playmakers, and everyone else kind of wants to get the ball and score. So we're gonna see where it goes next. They play New Zealand on the 15th, and I think it's about time to start Caitlin Clark. What do you guys think? Did I read the game wrong? Did you think Team USA was just dominant from the jump? I personally think it was more intense and not so dominant. But let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you. Have a good one.